Hi, I'm Andy Gager with Marshall Institute. I'm the Director of Consulting Services here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Today we're going to talk about the consequences of poorly run storeroom operations. Poorly run storeroom operations lead to three inefficiencies of any organization: cost, productivity, and ultimately the cash flow. The cash flow is affected by these secret stashes that we have throughout every plant that I've gone into, because the people have lost the confidence in the storerooms to have the right parts at the right times and the right quantities. Our productivity is impacted greatly by not having those parts to get that equipment back up and running, and our costs are greatly impacted because we overstock a storeroom. For instance, 58% of a typical storeroom will have inventory that we have not touched in over 4 years. Of the 42% remaining inventory, 60% of that is considered excess inventory, up and above the min-max levels. On top of that, 7 to 12% of the parts that we have in a storeroom are part duplicates. Exact same part, but different part numbers. This will lead to, on average, a typical technician's day, 18% of their time is doing nothing but looking for parts. Another 24 to 26% of their day is doing nothing but walking to and from the job. So that's almost 50% of their day is doing nothing but looking for parts and walking to and from the job. That is a poorly run storeroom operation. We can address these and improve all these statistics by just a couple simple things. First one is, what are the tactical processes that we have in place in the storeroom? These 15 fundamental basic processes run the day-to-day operations in any storeroom. For instance, we can address the 58% slow-moving inventory in a typical storeroom by how we address it through our obsolescence program. We can address the 24 to 26% of the time walking to and from the time by implementing a robust kitting process. We can greatly impact the financial impacts of the storerooms by implementing a robust, as well, cycle count program. From those tactical processes, we can move into some strategic practices, such as data scrubbing, which will address the 7 to 12% of a typical storeroom with part duplications. We can look at critical spares methodologies and the tools that we can use to identify the critical spares to have in stock in order to reduce the chance of catastrophic failures in our facilities. From there, we can move into optimization of the storeroom. How do we organize it? How can we be both effective and efficient in that layout of that storeroom? Have we implemented a 5S program, not only for organization and cleanliness, but safety? All these things we can put in place in the storeroom to optimize those storerooms, to turn a typical storeroom from a cost center operation into a profit center. Thanks very much.